Hey everyone, Sarah here. I'm setting up my March Hobonichi A5. I'm just getting the smudgies off. I'm looking for a washi tape for that. So here's last month. And there's all the things that I have to remember for future planning. I'm always torn with waiting to set up and then setting up now. So it's always kind of like going back and forth in my mind. And I think that I might just go and set them all up, at least the shells, if you will. Yeah. So I'm just getting my stickers out. And these are color-coded, so I always think of like green, and I've mentioned this in my Plan With Me's. Green is like kid stuff, and that's just ingrained in me forever. Blue is like my free weekend, so my boys go to their dads on the weekends, and so I just kind of account, do I have them, do I not have them? So I'm just kind of writing those in, and those stickers are in my shop. And I mean, I really like them. I've said it before. I just really like to write on something other than the paper. I don't know. That sounds weird. And then if something changes, you can peel up the sticker, because I have them set. They're removable stickers. So anyhow, that's that. And I'm just doing my schedule. And the monthly view, I really use this to just see how the month is going to play out schedule-wise. So I travel. I work a corporate job, and, I travel for work. So do I need to be here? Where's my husband? Where are my kids? Like all the things, who's where. And that helps me understand just kind of the impact that it's going to have on my month, basically, or each day or week. And I am printing in the background, and I hope you guys can't hear it, but so anyhow, it really just helps me. So March, we do have some things coming up, and so I'm traveling a couple times. My husband's traveling a couple times. I had to make arrangements with the boys' dad. He's going to take them, so he's excited. We got birthdays coming in to play this month, so I'm just writing those in there. And I did not print out my stickers, so I'm sure this is going to drive me crazy all month, but I ran out of stickers, color codes. So I just have that. I'm kind of putting the birthdays in, and I'm really kind of bumming about this month because I am traveling on my son's birthday. So I will say that, but the whole coronavirus thing is really making things be up in the air. I don't know if it's really going to happen or not. So there's talk that my husband's trip may get canceled, and most likely will at this point. But so anyhow, so that is in the mix. And then, who's going to watch the dog? Like all those things. I really need that monthly view to understand how it plays out. And I also need the monthly view because I need to know what the kind of the cadence is at work. So, I work in manufacturing, so there's month end and order shipping and operations reviews and all that. And I need to make sure that, I have status updates planned, and I'm not scheduling people that need to be working on month end at the time. So I really need to account for how are all the things coming together for the month. So that's really how I use that monthly view. And so here I'm just looking at, I just did, what are my goals per quarter. So we're coming up on the end of Q1, and I make I wouldn't even say they're goals, because there's just little things that I want to, I've talked about this before, make progress on towards my life, different aspects of my life, how are my systems going, or what's broken needs to be fixed. And when I say systems, I'm not talking about work. I'm talking about, I can tell you right now, the whole chore chart that I had set up for my kids is not working anymore, because I thought they had it ingrained in them, and I took it down, and I went from like a way to manage it to the just trusting that they'll manage it, and that's just definitely not happening. So we're going to revamp those, and that's part of why I'm doing that whole decluttering. So I'm doing the 40 bag challenge for March. So if you want to look at my March kind of projects that I'm working on for home, but so I'm doing the 40 bag challenge, which I'm decluttering things in preparation of kind of building those home systems. So when I talk about home systems, I could be talking about like, Sunday self-care, like what are the routines through the house. So those type of things that just keep stuff on autopilot, if you will. And they always are changing. That really is something that I've noticed. So I just talked about the toy chart. I'm just using that as an example because that is totally something that most people can relate to. But when my kids were really little, I did like these very visual things. And when they were younger, and then when they got a little older, I went to like this Post-it, like move the Post-it when your chore is done, so I know. And then I just went to like a list and less visual, and they're totally taking advantage of it. They're teenagers. They're like, I did it. I'm like, no, like you kind of did it. So anyhow, so I have some ideas of how to make that more teen focus. And anyhow, so I'm going to work on that in April. But I needed to get rid of all the clutter in order to make it manageable for like teenagers level of clean, because we all know that ain't happening. And I just realized I forgot to put my 40 bags in there for my goal. I have to write that in. So anyhow, if I'm not saying so, I'm saying anyhow, everyone. So also I'm looking at how my school is playing out with it, what to do, what are the homework, how much time do I got to put into it. So that's also something I put out in advance. The other thing that I've noticed, so February was a weird month for me. Like it started off strong, and then, some things happened, and I kind of lost track of my balance. And I'm really happy with myself that I noticed quickly that I'm kind of falling off the wagon of balance. That's kind of funny to think about. But anyhow, I was really good at juggling it all and making time for stuff. But I found that I had some few hiccups and I had travel in the mix, and it really threw me off. And what I'm happy about is that, I was using those moments that matter stickers, and I designed those really to align with what my core values are. And I need to do a video about core values because I keep talking about it. So I'm really trying to live very intentionally and spend my time, the way that I want it to be aligned with my life and my values, I guess. So anyhow, so those moments that matter, I wasn't able to fill them in, and that means that I wasn't paying attention to them. And I was like, ooh, I caught myself. So 1 week, right, where I kind of fell off, and I'm like, ooh, I'm not doing well here. And it's purely just because I didn't fill in those stupid stickers. And I really can't call them stupid because they're effective. So after I set up my monthly spread, I set up a monthly dashboard, and it's measuring all the things on my moments that matter day over day. So, and it's not so much about actual numbers. Some of them, and we'll get into it, is really just how I'm feeling about it. So we'll get into that in a minute. Here I'm just putting in my the travel schedule for the month, basically. And that's all in the air, really. And that Tombow marker I'm using is 158, so it's a neutral green. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm a fan of the neutrals. So I'm just putting in the travel schedule and still putting in the travel schedule. I never know how much to speed up and how not to, because I get feedback oh, I want to know how, what you're thinking and why you do that. But then it's also get on to the next thing. So if we can just quickly touch on my goals. So I break my goals down into the different aspects of my life, how's work going, the family, for me, kind of my self-care. So I just don't I make time for me, and then, plan the grind. I have some goals. I really could quantify or kind of make plan the grind self-care, because I just really like doing this stuff. So anyhow, and those are my work, and it really just helps me see if it's feasible or if I have to scale back. Last month I think I put in 14 Orange Theories, and I didn't get 14. I didn't even think I even got even close to it, because I had the accident, and I was traveling, so it just didn't work out. But I still got a lot in. And then family, so I talked about my 20 of 20, my 28 photo albums. So I put those in the monthly calendar. It just keeps me visible of just making progress towards those bigger things in my life. So here, this is what I was talking about the monthly dashboard. And I'm just I'm standing up so I can have it nice and smooth, because I know I'm going to be looking at this a lot, and a crinkle will bother me, frankly. So anyhow, the camera's going. So I'm moving my office around and decluttering, so I'll do a video on that as well. So here I made it dot grid. I really am always torn between the Hobonichi and the Letchcrum bullet journal. I use both, but I really like that dot grid, and these full page stickers. A woman in my shop, or a customer that ordered from me, she had recommended this, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's a fantastic idea. So I designed them, and I love these stickers. I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner, but so I really like that dot grid, so I can write these charts in, and they're really just charts. So I'm speeding it up here. So down along the bottom, I'm just going to measure how I feel I'm doing towards balance every month on a scale of 1 to 10. And then the other two, or I think that I put a third one in there. Let me just open it up here. And then, I have 3 more. So I'm just looking to see, and I only set it up like 10 dots up and 10 down, and I'm just doing like a bucket. So did I have a family dinner? Yes or no? And I don't expect to have family dinners every night. That's just not going to happen with all the things we have going on, and I'm okay with that. I mean, that's, again, you should align it to your values. Of course, the more time the better. With the boys is great, and with the family is great, but it's just not feasible for all of us. We all have things going on. They're teenagers, so, and again, it changes as kids get older. So anyway, family dinner, I'm just going to fill in a box, yes, no, with like little lines or something. And it just will show me at the end of the month how many times did we and how many times didn't we. So it's really holding me accountable for that family dinner, because there is good conversation at family dinner. So that's why I value it. And the other thing is 10,000 steps. It's so hard for me to get 10,000 steps in. And I know that I'm not feeling as great if I'm not getting the 10,000 steps in. So anyhow, again, it's just a quick yes, no lines. And then food. Am I proud of what I'm eating that day? And again, yes, no. And it's just to show me that this many days of the month, I wasn't really happy. I'm cracking up at myself with all the stickers and the pencils. But how many days in the month did I eat in a way that I was proud? And, so it's just going to be yes, no. So again, it's just at the end of the month. So along the bottom, again, it's just going to be on a scale of 1 to 10, how balanced do I feel? And it's really just going to show me throughout the month. I wrote my sticker here. How are you doing? How did you spend it? And almost throughout the whole month, how did I do? So, and I put my balance, my word of the year in there just to remind myself. And then I'm just putting a reflection box in here. So what did I learn? What can I do better to remind myself for the next month? So I'm really excited about this dashboard, and I feel like my worlds have come together, and I may just have planner peace with this Hobonichi. And I was a little meh on getting it this year, because I had the A6 last year and that was just too small. A5 is my size. That's just the way it is. So anyhow, there's my monthly dashboard. So I'm really excited about that. And again, you can get those stickers in my shop. And there's my month. So, oops, here I am showing you again. Oh, I'm just moving my sticker. So, there you go. So, thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want to measure every month, or how you manage your time and intentions, basically. Take care, everyone.